My new one is I'm obsessed with. Do you or do you not feel bonita?
What is that?
I feel bonita. Wonderful. You look bonita. I don't know. Some Family Guy thing.
That's a Family Guy.
I don't know. I'm so off.
Well, you know what bonita is, right?
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's pretty.
I figured from the context of
Yeah.
it. But Chris is saying that to Brian. I don't know in what context.
Do you or do you
It's
not
just
feel bonita?
Chris is just such a fun voice. Just wonderful. You look bonita.
Wake me up before you
Yeah.
go. Only
like
be
this
hanging on like a yo-yo.
Nasally, whiny, gravelly thing. It just really feels good to do it.
Seth Green would be proud.
Do you or do you not feel bonita? Wonderful.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. It's one of those, I think of it and I have to say it. It's like almost like...
It's like a tick.
Yeah. As soon as it crosses my mind.
Bonita.
Bonita.
All right, let's do this.
This is dumb.
This is Jacob. This is Tommy and Jacob's mixtape.
Hello, everyone.
Another one bites the dust.
Another dad bites the dust. Welcome back, everyone.
to the Dad's Club. This is Jacob.
Welcome back, everyone. This is TJ's Mixtape. I'm Tommy. That's Jacob. We're two best buds. We like talking about movies, who's in them, who made them, and kind
Things
of
about it.
And then we give it an arbitrary rating at the end. But
Aren't all ratings arbitrary?
I say that more as like a don't quote me later. I might
trying to save your ass.
I might drastically
in case you go to a forest where people
might drastically I might drastically change my mind. Sometimes I forget
human beings are a fickle species.
Sometimes I forget we're recording this. But if you're new or if you're not, we always play a game at the end of the episode. We always pick two random stars from connectthestars.xyz. And we connect them via co-stars and so on and so forth. So we did one last week. We're going to finish that. And at the end of this episode, we're going to randomly generate two more. We had Danny Glover and it's Robert Pattinson.
Yeah. Since you feel a cop out on yours, I guess I'll start with mine.
Yeah.
All right. Like I said, this one's fun. So Danny Glover is in Predator 2.
Okay.
With Bill Paxton.
Okay.
Who is in True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Who is in Maggie, the movie you didn't know existed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, with
Abigail Breslin, who is in Little Miss Sunshine with Toni Collette, who's in Mickey 17 with Robert Pattinson.
Nice, that's a good one.
Yeah, right? I said it was going to be a fun one.
Yeah. So my cop-out one is Glover is in The Dead Don't Die.
Dead Don't Die.
That dark comedy zombie movie with Bill Murray and Iggy Pop and Tom Waits.
Adam Driver, Tilda Swinton. God,
Yeah.
that's got a crazy huge cast too.
Yeah, I feel like that movie is slept on. But yeah, so Glover's in Dead Don't Die with Steve Buscemi. And then Steve Buscemi is in Pulp Fiction with Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis is in What Just Happened with Kristen Stewart. And Kristen Stewart is in Twilight with Robert Pattinson.
Did you just extend? No.
Yeah, I just extended the one from last week.
Okay. That's fine.
I just clipped them on the end, basically.
That's actually just kind of funny.
Yeah. I was looking at, because I couldn't really think, I don't know. With Glover, I was blanking and just thinking of Lethal Weapon. So I looked him up just to be like, okay, let's get a refresher on what he's done. And I saw that he was in The Dead Don't Die. And I was like, if I remember correctly, Steve Buscemi's in that.
And it's like the only people I could remember from Lethal Weapons that I've seen. There's Mel Gibson, and then Gary Busey, and then what's his name? And Jet Li is in the fourth one.
I've never really seen those movies.
Yeah.
So I was like, I know those are good ones to use because of the villains you could do some kind of connection.
There's actually, the villains in those movies are actually not super as iconic. The movies themselves are just more like, it's more the buddy
not
cop.
Like Die Hard, where they get
yeah.
like a big person.
It's the thing that makes the Lethal Weapon series enjoyable is the buddy cop dynamic between Danny Glover and Mel Gibson.
Who's the bad guy in the second Die Hard?
Some Russian German dude.
Oh, but like not like.
I mean, it's probably an actor that we would recognize from the 80s, but
Well, not like Alan Rickman.
No.
And then
Yeah. And then Lethal Weapon 3. I don't even remember who the bad guy
who
is.
was Die Hard villain 3?
Die Hard 3? It's
What's his name?
the brother of
Yeah, but Alfred, right?
Oh.
What's his name?
Jeremy Irons.
Yeah. I was like, a very famous actor played him, but I can't
That we've
remember.
done Dungeons and Dragons.
And then Timothy Olyphant's the fourth one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never saw the fifth one.
Neither have I.
I don't care.
Neither have I.
Okay. But we are continuing with our dead dad block. It was it was an accident. It really was. It was supposed to be about dysfunctional family. And then we just picked, everyone we picked is a dead dad, which is what brings the family together, which I didn't put together. I don't know how we missed that when we were talking about these movies.
Because it just happens to be that the thing that brings everybody into one spot for it to kind of like exist.
Is holidays or deaths.
Yeah.
I just don't. It was weird. But so for this week, we picked 2007's Death at a Funeral.
That's the synopsis.
I put in quotes, like just copy and paste. But then I wrote, at a father's funeral, a father's funeral goes awry when the guests can't keep their composure. I only changed.
That's a good way to put that, actually.
Yeah, because like comparatively to the last two we did, this movie is a dark comedy, and there isn't really much growth or depth to anyone because that's not really the point. So
It's really more about the comedy.
Yeah, and it's very English in the sense of like there's a bunch of storylines and it's very slapsticky, you know.
It feels like a stage play.
It feels like, I was thinking it's kind of like Monty Python-y.
Well, Monty Python's very much stage play as well.
You know,
it's bit to bit, sketch to sketch idea, which is fine. You know, it works very well for this film. You have seen this many a time.
I can watch this movie in my head.
So did you enjoy it again?
Yeah, I mean, it was fun to watch it with someone that hadn't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I came to realize the only reason I really like watching this movie is Alan Tudyk.
And that's totally fair.
That's kind of my... Oh, fuck! Fuck! You know, like...
Looking at the top of the mom's hat.
And it's like, that's just like, it's one of those things that it's like now I kind of but I feel like as I've gotten older, I could be a really good film teacher because that like there's a good, fun way to be like, okay, like, you know, that none of that was scripted. They went, hey, so this is your character. He's usually a mild-mannered man, but now he's on a crazy amount of hallucinogenics, so we need you to do some stuff. And Alan Tudyk was like, okay.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, I can do that. I did hear hey, hey a couple times, which was funny.
What do you mean, hey, hey?
Hey, hey is the chicken in Moana.
Oh.
I think his name Hey Hey. Yeah. I think that's his name.
Yeah. Well, let's get into.
Well, did you?
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed it, but I had seen the 2010 American remake with predominantly black cast, starring Chris Rock and Martin Lawrence, and it was very interesting to literally watch the damn like 98% of the exact same script. Mm-hmm. But
instead of English people, it was American black actors.
Instead of with black people, it was English people.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay. And then weirdly with them, I was like, actually, because of just like it, the English like snobbishness worked for the predominantly black cast as well. Mm-hmm. Like, which I was like, that's a really interesting way that it was able to connect. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this one came out in 2007, was originally aired in the Berlin International Film Festival, February 9th. It had a Seattle Film Festival.
Yeah, it was at SIFF.
May 29th.
Yeah.
Didn't get got a limited United States release August 17th of the same year, 2007. Obviously not a huge box office thing. Worldwide, it was 109, 154 in the domestic, which I was actually surprised to see it in the domestic for 2007.
Well, it's kind of I always look at the numbers and the fact that this thing was about 9 million, a budget of roughly 9 million, and grossed about 46.
Yeah,
and you're like, that's
really good for
sweet. That's a sweet. That's a sweet spot right there. You
know. I was really hoping there would be more history about this, but the production is just kind of like all the production notes I could find were filmed here.
Yeah.
In this spot, and it was beauty, and it was fun.
Yeah.
Directed by The Great Frank Oz.
How many movies do you see this year?
Oh, I counted around 42.
I counted 64. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I mean, this is like,
Prime
this
movie.
is your sweet spot.
Yeah, prime movie watching time. But yeah, Frank Oz, who we've talked about. Don't remember why.
Well, I mean, he's the voice of Yoda. He's the voice of he's a puppeteer, so he's
he
done
worked for Henson.
So we probably talked about them during Christmas Muppet Christmas Carol. Because he did Miss Piggy, he did Fozzie Bear, he did Animal.
Okay, there you go. That's what I was trying to. Well, because I was looking at his director credits, and I was like, nothing.
We haven't done it. He has a very interesting directing career. I wrote some of them down. The Dark Crystal was his first one, which makes sense, being a puppeteer. Little Shop of Horrors, again, makes sense, puppeteering stuff. And then The Indian in the Cupboard and Stepford Wives were two that kind of stuck out.
What about Bob?
What about Bob? Yeah. So, like, the guy has his, like, comedic chops, but I just found it kind of...
Stepford Wives has a really low rating. It has like a 5 point something.
I didn't notice that, but
which it's interesting. I remember it being better than that, but I could have also not aged well.
Yeah.
Because of the content of what they're doing.
Fair. Yeah. But yeah, Frank Oz probably most predominantly known as a puppeteer more than anything. He is Yoda or was Yoda. Miss Piggy, all the puppets that I just said. Muppets, not puppets. They're Muppets.
They're Muppets, damn it.
Fucking right, Jacob. And then this was written by Dean Craig, who I was noticing has mostly done English stuff. Two that stuck out to me was a movie called Caffeine, which is an American production, and then another one called A Few Best Men, which just looks like a raunchy type comedy thing. Has one of the actors from this in that movie as well as one of the leads, it looks like. Yeah, nothing. I mean, it's and literally he's credited as the screenplay writer for the 2010 one. And when I looked, I wanted to, just out of curiosity, I looked at the Wikipedia of the 2010 one to see if there was anything about like it's like a remake. There's not even a production segment in the 2010 Wikipedia article. It's literally like I was hoping I could do more like sleuthing and research in it, but because like a while ago we did Vanilla Sky, which is pretty much the same thing as Open Your Eyes. In Spanish, something I forget, but abre los ojos or something like that. Anywho, and I just find it interesting when you get these scripts that are reshoots, even and it's nice to see we're doing the original one this time around, because there is a part of me that feels. I kind of see why can't it be a thing that happens more often? Like taking a script and in a couple of years later, it's like I kind of want to do this script and direct it and get a new cast, because that's what theater does. The same plays get produced year in and year out, with just new casts, a new director, and maybe a little tweak, a little new interpretation of like some character direction and some thematic stuff. I don't understand. I was thinking, it's like, I don't really get why it's looked so down upon in film. Like, you have to have an original script. You have to do something or completely remake it into something new type thing, You see where I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just went quiet because I'm thinking I kind of get both sides.
I do get both sides as well. I get the side of like, theater is a much more broad, thing that can be made and done. There's regional theaters, there's theaters everywhere. But the film industry is kind of like its own, like it's like a singular thing that's still just massive. It's very interesting. I don't know. I was just kind of thinking about it because, like, I feel like Death at a Funeral, and this is where I spiraled from, is there was some producer that was like, I want to see these characters, these people play these characters. Or maybe it could have been Chris Rock or even Martin Lawrence that watched it like, I kind of want to produce this because I really like this script, I like this story, and I want to be able to do it.
I saw it more in a pessimistic way of money.
What do you mean by that?
Well, like that,
like a cash cow type thing?
Yeah, like, because this is the whole 9 million, 40 million thing. It's a pretty easy it's a low risk movie to make, especially because of that. You're getting on an ensemble cast where, like, you know, people are gonna go see it just for Chris Rock. People are gonna go see it just for Martin Lawrence. You know, like I feel like that's what it was. That, and I think that's where my just in general my pessimism comes, is because I feel like a lot of the times studio, and this is completely hearsay. I'm just my feeling on it. I feel like just a studio sometimes look at, like, you know, they looked at this, saw Death at Her Funeral '07, the UK one, and it was like, it was actually pretty, wasn't like a huge success, but it was a pretty good success for a pretty low budget.
Yeah.
So what if we just make an American one?
Mm-hmm.
And we need something to, because, you know, a lot of that time too, studios just need to get things out. You know, it is a business at the end of the day. So there are, you know, you see it probably more prominently when you have those weird deep impact Armageddon moments where one studio is coming out with something, the other one scrambles together to like finish the one they kind of had going too, just to make sure that they both have one out at the same time.
The space race.
Yeah, the movie Space Race. So that's what it kind of like feels like to me, like, because even then it's like this one doesn't really feel like a passion project. It just feels like a fun.
Yeah, 100%.
There's just a fun.
And
thing
then even
to do.
Death at a Funeral doesn't really feel like the American one doesn't feel like a passion project as well. Like, and you know, I'm the only one in the room that's seen that one, but still, it is. I could see just like, you know,
this doesn't reinvent anything. This isn't this movie isn't very interesting at the end of the day. Like, it's fun.
And then like the reviews of the American remake kind of point out the uninspired remake of like, well, it's literally just the same thing. They didn't do anything new or different. And honestly, this version has a little bit more of a heartfelt, like the actors are just a little bit more grounded.
That's weird. The 2010 version has a budget of $21 million.
That's probably that's actors.
And then the box office is roughly the same, 49.1 million.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean that budget right there. That's Chris Rock's salary and Martin Lawrence's
well, yeah,
salary,
especially in 2010, like Chris Rock,
yeah.
like, you know,
Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, like that's true. Who else is in this? I didn't even look.
Tracy Morgan, Luke Wilson, Zoe Saldana, Danny Glover,
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah. Did I already say Kevin Hart?
I didn't hear you say that.
Right, Kevin Hart. It's got a great cast. Oh, Regina King.
Oh, okay. I got stuck on there. You go. I couldn't close this window.
But let's get back into this 2007 one and let's talk about actors.
All righty.
All right. So again, kind of like what we've done the last couple of weeks, we're just gonna kind of get through these guys, say their character name, maybe a quick movie that we may or may not have seen them in. There's only like 3 actors on this list that I've actually seen in other films or TV, what have you. All right, so we got Matthew Macfadyen. Oh, wow, I don't know if I spelled that right or not. Who plays our lead, Daniel, thank you. 3 Musketeers. I've never seen.
Pride and Prejudice? No, right?
I've never seen that as well.
Yeah, Pride and Prejudice.
Then Rupert Graves, the brother.
Robert.
I don't know any. These characters' names just went out my fucking.
I weirdly remembered them all.
V for Vendetta, I saw.
Yeah, that's what I put.
Okay. And then I got Keely Haas, who's husband to Daniel or wife to Daniel. She's the voice of Laura Croft in the late 2000s.
I put Orphan Black because that's been on Netflix as a suggested watch for me that I've been interested in.
Fair. And what's her character name?
Jane.
Thank you. Daisy Donovan. Martha. I remember that. Yeah, Martha. She's in Still Crazy.
She is?
Yeah, it's a bit part. It said like female interviewer or something. Some shit like that.
I wrote down Millions.
Female reporter is what I wrote. Millions. Okay. Alan Tudyk.
Knight's Tale.
What's his name?
Simon.
Simon.
Man. Oh, no, man. Yeah, I put Knight's Tale. Resident Alien.
Firefly. Yeah, I mean, he's in a lot of stuff. Resident Alien.
Yeah,
he's a voiceover actor for a lot of shit.
Yeah.
iRobot. He's probably out of everybody on this list.
Is he Sunny?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Oh, there's a whole crazy story about that. About how he was not allowed to be on the press circuit because Sonny got a higher reaction by the audiences than Will Smith's character.
Uh-huh.
So they shut him out of the press circuit so Will Smith could get the press.
Ah.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was Sonny. That's his name, right? Sonny?
Yeah, Sonny. Yeah. Yeah, Alan Tudyk, the biggest star that came out of this cast, honestly. Chris Marshall, Love Actually, and what's his character's name?
The brother?
Yeah,
Troy.
Troy. That's right. Yeah, the drug brother. Anything? Love Actually, he's the Englishman that goes to America
To sleep with American women.
Yeah. I got Peter Dinklage next.
Who plays Peter?
Was that actually his name? Were they saying his name wrong then?
No.
Because they kept saying Philip.
No, because that's what what's his name kept saying. He was just guessing names. But when he first walks up to Daniel, he goes Peter. Like he introduces himself as Peter.
Okay. Peter Dinklage actually maybe the next biggest star that came out of this.
I was gonna say he's
maybe
up there.
the biggest. Toxic Avenger is now available to rent on
Nice.
Amazon Prime. I'm ready to watch.
I mean, I wrote Elf just to not write.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Well, there's another Game of Thrones on here as well.
Oh yeah.
But we'll get to there in a second. Andy Nyman, who apparently is in Wicked and Peaky Blinders.
Yes.
He plays
Howard.
Howard, thank you. Neurotic little guy.
He's like my second favorite.
He's short.
Yeah. He's my second favorite. He's pretty funny.
Yeah, I can see that.
Just being
especially when he
annoying.
sits down next to the mom and just
God, he just word vomits and. Well, it's like not even that. It's like his character's funny because he just has no self-awareness.
Yeah,
That's why
100%.
he's fun.
Yeah.
It's not like he's like, oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. He just kind of.
He does it, and then it's like, oh,
Yeah,
and you're like, dude, what is wrong with
Yeah,
you?
he has zero self-awareness.
Ewan Bremner, most recognizable for me from Trainspotting.
Yeah, that'd be for me too. Oh, I wrote something else down. Oh, Alien versus Predator.
I don't remember him.
I remember him. I think he's. I just remember him.
What's the character's name? Troy.
Justin.
Justin.
Yeah, Justin.
Like Troy.
And he's in Wonder Woman apparently.
Oh yeah, he's one of the infantry people that team up with Wonder Woman.
I don't remember that movie at all except for that twist at the end.
What do you mean?
Ares.
Oh. Yeah.
Ugh.
Friend shared with me the other day a highlight reel of Gal Gadot's acting.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
And it's
It's brutal. It's brutal. Like, man, were we all just blinded by her beauty? Like,
Yeah, 100%.
I was like, what the? I mean, granted, obviously, if you put it all like that, it makes it really jarring. But yeah,
Rough.
real rough.
All right, and I got Jane Asher next, the mother, matriarch, more of a 60s, 70s actress, it looks like.
Yeah, I weirdly like Mask of the Red Death.
Yeah.
My favorite Vincent Price movie. I love that movie.
She's also in the original Alfie.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Mask of Red Death until it came up on her thing. And I was like, oh, I haven't seen the movie in forever. I loved that movie. It was cool.
Have you read the Poe story?
Mm-mm. It's good. I just like, fetch me my murdering slippers. You know, I just love Vincent Price.
That's fair. What's mom's name?
Sandra.
Sandra. All right, and then Peter Egan, who is uncle, brother to dead father, Martha's father.
No, well, yeah, Uncle Victor is brothers with Sandra.
Sandra. Oh.
Yeah.
Uncle Victor.
Uncle Victor, yeah.
Great. And then we have Uncle Alfie, played by Peter Vaughn, who was also in Brazil and Game of Thrones.
Affiliation, I don't know what Uncle Alfie's is. I'm assuming that he's the brother of the dad.
No, I would think he's like great Uncle Alfie.
Well, it's just the importance of him being there made me think that
I think
his
he's
brother.
the uncle to the dead father because of how old he is.
What would they call him? Just great. Why would you just call him Uncle Alfie, not Great Uncle Alfie?
Because great Uncle Alfie is a mouthful.
Mouthful of shit.
No, a handful of shit.
The guy in his mouth.
No, it's true.
All right, let's do our score so I can give our reviews and we can.
All right, so this has got a 7.3 on IMDb, and then a 63% tomato meter and a 79% popcorn.
People never cease to surprise me.
The popcorn being higher?
No, the 7.3 in IMDb is very surprising.
It is. I feel like that's really high.
Really high. Like,
I literally,
objectively, I feel like it's high.
It's literally a point too high, in my opinion. Like maybe a 6.3. 6 to 6.3, I think.
6 something, yeah.
Yeah.
But like a 7?
I think even like a 6.
And I'm saying that with all the love. Like, I love this movie, but I just, again, we're trying to be as objective as possible in this. And this doesn't do any, and maybe it's because we've watched a lot of English humor sketch shit. It's like this, it does not reinvent anything. It's really not, it's not that interesting.
It's a really good, just like warm slice of apple pie.
Yeah.
Like it's just it's comfort food.
Yeah, it's comfort food. Like, and it's like about death, and it's got this dark humor, but it's really palatable, and it's really easily digestible. Even, and
it's like it's not even like wild for how dark of a comedy this is for 2007.
No, it's pretty tame. Like, anyways. So on Metacritic, it comes to a 67, which is generally favorable, with 23 positive, 7 mixed, and 0 negative.
Yeah, okay.
The tippy top with 100 by Ruth Stein at the San Francisco Chronicle. The humor manages to be simultaneously sophisticated, supremely silly, and very dark.
Yeah.
Down to 58. I started going up. Okay. 58 at Entertainment Weekly by Lisa Schwarzenbaum. By the end of Death at a Funeral's effortful farce about busted British propriety, you may feel that peculiar facial ache that comes from wishing to laugh with no real satisfying release.
Okay.
I really liked that one. I liked the wording on that one a lot. And then I made a note about a 50 at Portland, Oregon, by M.E. Russell. Modest in every sense, but one. Its cast is huge. That was also very funny.
That's really funny. Modest in all things except for his cast. Very true, yeah.
So now it's into the final part of this. For those that haven't seen it, yes, this movie is about a father dies, and like we said in the top of this, it's not, and that's something I actually really, really appreciated, was the fact that there was not really any underlining family trauma thing, unresolved issue or whatever. It was just really about this father passing away, and then the it's secret, the guests that fuck it up.
Yeah.
It's like everything in the family's fine. It's all these fucking lunatics coming to this funeral.
The mom's a nightmare. What are you talking about?
The mom hates the daughter-in-law. Big whoop.
Yeah,
so many moms hate that. That's a tried and true thing.
It's like fair. It's filled with cliches, filled with stock characters, and it's really more about. I mean, I would say like the theme of this movie is more about what's my brain revealing the unrevealed secrets. That's not a good word for a theme, but
then acceptance of pretty easy acceptance of unrevealed secrets.
Yeah, because the biggest twist, the twist of this film is the fact that the dead father
was a closeted homosexual
and was living a secret life with Peter Dinklage's character.
Yeah, Peter.
And which introduces the most wild character in the entire script of a ex-lover.
A whore.
Was he?
No, I just couldn't, when you were watching it, when I was like eating breakfast and stuff. Yeah. And like, I never really, I don't know. Well, I watched this movie for years, and
it makes me feel like a cheap slut.
Yeah, it's like, because you are a cheap slut.
So,
and you weren't until you came to the funeral asking for money.
Yeah, that's the big twist of the movie is the reveal of the father having the secret lover, Peter Dinklage. Peter Dinklage feels he is owed some part of inheritance because of the love that they share. Charles, is that what that father's name was? What was the father's name?
I actually don't know.
Okay.
I missed that.
And literally is asking for money.
He's blackmailing.
Or he's going to reveal to everyone. But you can also kind of see, what's interesting is I love Peter Dinklage because you can see this genuine hurt when he finds out that no one in the family actually does know about him.
But that's kind of the fun and the writing of it.
Yeah.
Because even then, if you like listen to what he's saying, he's like, your father and I became very close in the last few months.
Did he say few months? I think he said years.
No, the last few months. So basically, what that implied to me, and that was kind of what I give a lot of credit to this too, because it's very English, because it's very dialogue heavy, but not really in your face of like, we're going to sit here smoking cigarettes and have a heart to heart. It's just little pieces. So it's like, and what it sounded like to me from the dialogue that we did receive is that the father was sick, just older and everything. And the last few months of his life realized, you know what? I've had this.
I'm going to live my truth.
I want to live my truth and be with a man because I've wanted to and was not socially acceptable. And I was married to a woman and all this blah, 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 blah. And so the last few months of his life, he decided, fuck it. And then met this man and had this little whirlwind fling summer relationship. And now this man is coming busting down the door of his funeral asking for money. And you're like, fuck you.
Ooh, up, ooh, up, ooh, up.
I was like, man,
summer loving,
try pulling this shit in America, my guy. I feel like someone's gonna flip out on you.
Yeah. Oh man. It's so that scene when Daniel's first leaving to go talk to his brother, and then it's like with the random like guest goers like, I was just telling them about
skinny dipping.
How your father used to convince us to go skinny dipping all the time.
Something I love in a movie is the Pulp Fiction briefcase item. I love that.
Oh, the
photo, the thing
photos.
Like there's one
that
that everyone sees at some point. I think because first Daniel sees it, then Robert sees it, and then Mom sees it, and they all have a very different reaction. Daniel's horrified, he's because it's alluded to a lewd shot of sexual activities. Robert has this like, no way.
What the fuck? Dad, damn.
And then Sandra goes on a murderous rampage.
Yeah.
I loved her.
How dare you,
little shit. It's like, goddamn.
Because what that does is, I mean, it creates the audience then, has
fills in the
their
blank.
imagination.
Yeah, which is a fun thing to do, And I love that briefcase thing. I just like that in a movie. And I feel like it's not really utilized enough because of that. That's a really good tool to have because it makes you. And that's a tool you can use for anything. You can use it for comedy, you can use it for horror, you can use, what I mean? Because your imagination's always going to be worse than the actual reality of whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because it's you are now projecting whatever the thing is, or so it's going to be better, it's going to be worse. I mean, and then so this whole movie has all these little sets. So we have the initial family, and then we have all these little bits and pieces. You have the friend and the older wheelchair-bound uncle, and there's these little shticks with them. And then the one that is kind of constantly happening in the background is the fact that Alan Tudyk's character, Simon, accidentally eats a hallucinogenic mescaline ketamine cocktail.
Yeah. Super acid. We can call it, I guess.
Yeah, super acid.
Which is unbeknownst he's taken because while Martha, his fiance, they're picking up her brother at his flat.
Who's a drug dealer.
He's a drug
maker.
He's a pharmaceutist.
He's abusing his position.
He's making the super acid and puts it in a Valium bottle. And then so Alan Tudyk's having like a panic attack, and she's like, "Oh, here's a Valium, take it."
Yeah.
And so he takes what he thinks is a Valium, and she thinks it's a Valium. And then even like, what's his name again? The brother? Troy. When she's like, I just gave him a Valium, and he's like,
yeah. Fuck. And then Alan Tudyk, Simon, ends up stealing the show for pretty much every scene he's in because it's 100%. Alan fucking Tudyk.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
Well, it's that character in general. A character like that is kind of a golden goose. It's a gift. It's like literally you get the right actor as well. It's a good recipe.
That's a key thing, though. You need to find the right person for it.
That is a role I would thrive so well. It just would be
fun, and because it's like that, and you could think of a handful of actors, but even then, you have to think about, okay, this is just pulling out of a hat.
Also, there could be someone who takes it too far as well.
Do you know who I was going to say?
Jim Carrey.
I was going to say but even then though, with Jim Carrey and the career he's had, what year of Jim Carrey are you talking about? 2007 Jim Carrey? What do we have in 2007 for Jim Carrey? Bruce Almighty? No, that's later.
That sounds about right.
Is it?
It sounds about right. No, Evan Almighty came out this year, so you're close.
That era.
Yes Man. The Yes Man era. Bruce Almighty Yes Man era.
Yeah, he actually then that he would have done
it because it's post his number 23 trying to do his dramatic stuff, going back into his comedic chops.
They're both Canadian too. Isn't Jim Carrey Canadian?
Yeah.
Al
Tudyk's Canadian.
I thought he. Oh, I'm not gonna do this again. Is he?
His Wikipedia says American actor, but he might have grown up in Canada. I mean, people call Jim Carrey an American actor, even though he technically is Canadian.
I don't want to do that again.
Because everybody thought Alan Tudyk was British for the longest time.
I did, because everything I ever saw him in, like as a young person, he was English in, and and he has that. He does that.
Is he playing in English? I can't tell if he has an English accent in this movie or not.
Yes, he does. I was focusing really close on that conversation with him and Martha in the car.
Yeah. Just
to like that, I'm like, oh, is he an American also? In the no, he is doing an English accent. Yeah, this says he was born in America. Or no, this says American. You're right. I just really sorry. So right. I'm fucking this fucking Tudyk, man. He was born in Texas.
Nice. Go Longhorns.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Tudyk. Just out here spouting false information about you on the regular.
I'm trying to think really just off
he is an enigma.
I mean, how is he also the only American? Like, this is a very British English movie, and he's in it. Like, that's actually super impressive. Because
is Peter Dinklage English?
Yeah, 100%. Yes.
I've never seen him in an interview or anything, so I have no idea.
Peter Dinklage? Yeah.
I've never seen him talk for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, look at Peter Dinklage now. I'm second guessing myself.
We are a very professional movie review podcast.
Peter Dinklage.
American actor.
No.
Born in New Jersey.
Born in Jersey.
He was born in Jersey. No. All right, buddy. Thanks for listening to the last episode. Oh, it's so embarrassing.
No, I legit
it's so fucking embarrassing.
thought he was.
We gotta get it together.
All right,
I'm crying.
Also, to point out, when we said two of the biggest stars to come out of from this film, Alan Tudyk and Peter Dinklage. Impressive because we both
USA.
Fuck. All right. Yeah, so
anyways,
that was a huge
sorry. What the fuck were we talking about?
we didn't even have to finish that. I was trying to think of another actor that could do Tudyk's performance like that. I mean, okay,
you said
James Marsden
did pretty good. I could see that
in the American version is really good. Because what you got to do is find an actor that generally plays like a straight man and then put them in a goofy role. You know, because that's the thing is that. The person who it's the inverse of it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm forgetting the word I want to say. To someone who's like, imagine like a Kelsey Grammer doing, I mean, he wouldn't probably perform it very well in that sense, but
yeah,
you know, or I guess Niles from Frasier. That would be a really funny one.
Well, it's like,
I guess that's kind of,
you need like someone and
also with enough charm.
We need a quiet over the topness.
Yeah.
Especially for this kind of role, like what the stage that is presented, which is the funeral. Mm-hmm. You just need him to be off just enough until it really kicks in.
I would love to see Robert Pattinson. It would be so
dude. Actually, Robert Pattinson would probably be really good. like hallucinogenic roofied guy. And that's also the key too. He doesn't know is for majority of the movie because even when she's like, "What the hell is going on with you?" He's like, I don't know. And then he just like wanders off and he says hello to the chicken.
To the metal chicken.
The metal chicken. And you know, like, and yeah, there's just like and that's what's really fun about that particular storyline is just his subtlety with that until it finally goes full tilt.
Well, and like what's really about that is like, he's just like, there is really no big arc in a sense for Simon. Because his arc is really just trying to keep his shit together.
Just to get through the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
7 more hours. I love that, like, the amount of... I think it's only... It feels like a lot, but it's only a couple times. But the amount of times that... It's just so English in this... That's why when they did the American remake, I was like, I don't... And you said it's good. Like, you know, it's a fine transition. but it doesn't have the same hit to me too, because they're English. The stereotype is English people do not outburst. So that is not they are.
No, they'll say some really mean shit.
Yeah, but there's no outbursts.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like anytime someone has one, like in the next room or something, they just look at the other guests and go, grief does what? And that's like they're put it off, like just under the rug.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sad. And I just thought that was very funny, because even when Daniel finally has his outburst, the room that's already in an uproar, the fact that he's now yelling at them, they just stop. That was like in a Western shooting a gun into the ceiling, like it's just everybody like.
Well, it's also Daniel, the character of Daniel he is kind of a pushover. He is the quiet one in the family.
Yeah. He's very
for him to finally just be like, my father was a generous man. Exceptional man.
He only says it like 18 times. My father was an exceptional man. My father was an exceptional man. Yeah, I mean,
to give them a very touching and moving speech.
That's what I mean, though, too.
That actually kind of brought a tear to my eye.
Well, this movie is like, again, I felt like it was kind of rude to say it's not very interesting. It doesn't really invent because it doesn't.
It doesn't reinvent anything, but I would definitely say it's interesting.
It does, well, like that, like it's just the way it's a well-made movie in the sense like that. He's doing this whole speech, and then it's smart directing and cinematography, because then they cut to Robert, and they show Robert, the successful brother, the writer brother, having a moment of like, God damn, like, okay, well, if he actually put a fire in his ass, he can write something.
Yeah.
Like he kind of sees the passion for the wordsmith in his brother.
Yeah.
And it's really subtle, and it's
and it's also, instead of reading off of the whatever cue cards that he had written,
with all the details,
the robotic, like thing, he spoke from the heart about his father.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just, I mean, and when it comes down to just this movie, what makes it interesting is the fact that it keeps building upon itself in like, it's a perfect example of like, how do we top the last bit?
Yes.
What can we make? How can we make this go more awry? So like when Peter Dinklage's character, Peter, is, blackmailing the brothers, and then finally pushes the buttons enough for Daniel to be like, no, fuck this. I am not paying you £15,000. You can go tell everybody out there that you were my dad's lover. I don't care anymore. My integrity is more important than this shit, because fuck you. And then Robert's like, just pay him. Just pay him. And then it leads to Robert then attacking Peter, and then them tying him up. And then the Valium being the misused, I forget the term, but like whatever, the prop that causes all the problems, really. The Valium, or not Valium, essentially.
The drugs.
The super acid is kind of one of the biggest catalysts of this entire film.
Well, yeah, and then
and we think we're just going to get a little goofy part of Simon dealing with it.
Well, Simon is the representation of the day unraveling.
Yes.
Like as he gets more and more into his drug den, and also that's
the more and more the day unfolds.
Yeah.
To leading to the point where they think they kill Peter, and now that's what I was trying to say. The biggest theme of this is buried secrets. Mm-hmm. And so the biggest secret is that they want to bury is the dead body and the gayness of their dad. So put him all in the casket.
That's a good idea.
Oh, man. Only for then Peter Dinklage to pop out of the casket high as balls.
Yeah, like his subtle eye change. They get more and more.
Yeah. I mean, that's what this movie, it all leads to just this ridiculous moment of during the eulogy of Peter Dinklage popping out of a casket, which is hilarious.
Definite scratching sound.
And it's also, yeah. And then for Daniel's character to have his big overcome. And then Robert's like, yeah, I will actually take mom to New York with me and blah, blah, blah. Like the weird growth, because he's realizing, man, I've really put my brother and my family under a lot of stress. Whoopsies.
Yeah, well, I think it's like he just sees his brother's about to pop.
Yeah. It's a good thing he had that kind of outburst instead of with a gun.
Yeah, like he's looking a little stressed. He's too, I don't know. I was going to say he's mean to Jane, but Jane's also kind of a pain in the ass too.
Oh, his wife?
Yeah.
Well, he's avoiding talking about the flat, and also he's probably didn't tell her that he paid for this entire funeral, expecting his brother to pay for half of it.
Yeah, I know, and I get that, but I'm also
which is also a very English thing to do, is like to make a big choice without fucking talking to anybody.
I don't think that's.
And it's an irresponsible thing.
That's a weird thing to put on the English.
I'm just saying.
out of all their stuff, that's the one that we're gonna. Well, then it's also like, I don't know, lady, leave him alone. It's his fucking father's funeral. Just drop it for the day.
You know, actually, they're married in real life.
Oh, they really?
Yeah.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
Interesting. Tea can do many things, dear, but it can't bring back the dead. And she just like goes, I'm gonna go fuck myself.
Yep, exactly. Mom was mean.
That was awesome.
I really don't have much else to say about this movie.
I don't either, honestly.
I mean, because like it's a fine movie. It's fun.
Yeah, it does. In the container of what it is.
It's free on Amazon Prime if you want to watch it right now.
Yeah.
So
it's worth a watch.
It is 100% worth a watch.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's dark. It's not, uncomfortably dark. Maybe a little insensitive to homosexuality.
Is it though? Like, what about it? I was thinking that. I was actually, that's maybe a topic that we can talk about for a second. Mm-hmm. I was thinking about that because I couldn't remember how that aged, and it was like I was worried it was going to be because, and it's not. I don't know. It's more like they just don't want their mom. They don't want their mom to find out, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it's also just like, well, it's now that he's passed. Let's just let's remember him for how we remember him.
Because even then, I think that if you were to swap it out and it was just if it was another woman, I think you could still have the same. It has a little more shock value because of the fact that
that's the thing. Using homosexualness as the joke.
Well,
that's
the joke.
As the joke of that's the button to it, is that the thing. It's if it was just another woman, they still wouldn't want anybody to know.
Yeah.
Because why would you want their mom to know that, dad was having an affair and this woman is now blackmailing them? But now it's also a little person, and which we could also talk about. It's a little person who is also gay. And so it's this ridiculous bundle of...
It'd be interesting to talk to Peter about that, like how he was approached about that role.
Well, because they only make one mention of him being a little person, and he's like, the little person, I'm a short guy. It's like they're trying not to bring attention to the fact that he is...
Well, Robert does say, Dad was shagging that little twat. He says that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think that was like more in the moment of being surprised about. That's a lot of information to take out that moment.
I mean, the script probably was written without him being a little person. Peter Dinklage just happened.
It's Peter Dinklage.
And Peter Dinklage, was probably actually there, understands the humor in that package that he brings for that
clearly
role.
Does, because Peter Dinklage, like that movie with him and Roland.
Oh yeah,
he's a funny dude.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell he's really funny. He's got an interesting way his mind works. You can kind of tell, but I don't know. Like I maybe it's because it's English. Like if you're to like take same thing, 2007, but now you make this. We have the American. This is when it happened. For 2007, that was actually handled pretty well, considering what we've seen in the past in this era.
And then we have in 2010 him playing the exact same role with a predominantly black cast.
Yeah,
which then adds another weird level.
Is he gay still?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's still the same character.
Well, I don't know if they kept the gay thing or not.
What would he be blackmailing them over?
I don't know. I'm asking you. I haven't seen it. That's why I'm asking. The point I'm trying to make though is that, yeah, I guess so, because it is making the joke out of it, but it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I've never lived in a hidden state, like in the closet or whatever like that. So maybe I'm just not as sensitive as someone that has. But I can think of a couple friends like that are gay. I can think of one in particular that as a friend of ours, clutching his pearls. I think he would find it really funny.
Oh, 100%.
he would
100%.
have found that. Like, I'm actually now I want to ask him if he's seen Death at a Funeral, because if he hasn't, I'm gonna be like, you should watch Death at a Funeral, because I think you'd like it a lot.
I think you would too, yeah.
Right? Like just his personality, I think you'd find that really funny.
I mean, it's not more. It's like there's. I don't think it's like it's not really like there's nothing super offensive, but I could see someone being like, no, this is a little offensive, but the humor kind of takes control.
But that's also comedy too.
Exactly.
So that's where you get kind of, because it's like, because you're right. At the butt of the joke, at the end of the day, the butt of the joke is, okay, so he's gonna have they're sitting there in the room. They're like, okay, he's gonna have an affair, and then the mistress is gonna come and blackmail. Otherwise, she's gonna say all the things. And someone in the room went, "What if it was a man?"
Yeah.
They're like, "What?" It's like, "What if he was gay?" And they went, "Yes,
that's funny."
I'm gonna say
being
something.
gay is funny.
I'm gonna being gay is fun. I mean, it looks fun. So I just imagine a bunch of like English studio execs in a room, straight white men. So I'm gonna ask something. I just don't know.
Is this what you've been wanting to ask?
No, this is something I forgot about that. I should have written it down.
Oh, you completely forgot it.
Yeah. There is a moment they do mention it, and I think it's in the struggle when they're trying to tie up Peter. They call him a poof, a POOF, which I know is.
I have no idea what that is.
It is an English term for a gay person.
Oh, really?
I just don't know
if it's equivalent to the F.
Yeah. So that's why I was kind of like.
I mean, it might be, because a fag in England is a cigarette.
Yeah. So like my butt clenched when you said it. I was like, oh, the cigarette. He's talking about the cigarette. Well, it's like, because I remember the first time I ever heard that was in Rock and Rolla. And there's that big reveal that Tom Hardy's character is gay.
Yeah.
And Gerard Butler just doesn't know how to handle it. But then Idris Elba is like very aware, like everyone except Gerard Butler was aware. Like, yeah, it's not a secret. Like, what does he say? He goes, there's something about handsome Bob that you don't know. And he's like, what? That he's a puff. He's like, how the fuck did you know that? And he's like, everybody knows that. What does he say? It's porks and beans all day for him, mate. I just never knew.
I like that.
I just never knew I coming from Idris Elba, so it just has this like, ring to it.
Okay.
But I just never knew. So you have no idea.
Yeah.
Well, I am very sorry if.
So if we say certain things in an accent, like,
makes it okay.
Yeah, cunt. Is it okay?
What's a kunt? I don't know what kunt is.
You fucking cunt.
You fucking kunt.
All right.
A 3.
3?
Yeah. Solid 3.
Yeah,
I just think
right.
it's a 3.
Yeah.
It's a fun casual watch.
Yeah.
And again, you are right to say that there might be depending on you might find the whole gay aspect to be offensive, but like
the biggest thing
it's the worst that we've ever seen, especially on the movies we've done.
I would say for it
it's not waiting.
No. God damn no. But the way that it unfolds, there's no loopholes nor like, well, what about that? I mean, you could be like, bad idea for putting him in the coffin, maybe, whatever. And they're trying to find a solution. Each character kind of has their own little bit of like arc and journey as main characters in general. And it is very character driven, and it's fun to watch them be these kind of stock characters. Nobody's super like complex or anything, but it's just fun. It's just fun.
Well, and that's even the thing. It's like we are really just as the audience, an observer to this day. Then that's the main character is the day of the funeral. It is the time in which we're at the house for the funeral.
Yeah.
And we are just watching it. So it's like you don't really need to have. You just need to not know the connection. Okay, so this is mother, this is niece, this is uncle, this is that's really all you need.
The only thing that really bothered me about the movie was the score.
I liked the music.
I mean, it's sweet. And
reminded
it's
me of Mouse
fine. But it's one of those things where it's kind of like in a romance comedy, like where it's like kind of feeding you the
emotion you should be feeling. Yeah. That's fair.
And the counterpoint sometimes of where it's like kind of like a happy light music, but like so what's happening is super not. It's like kind of chaotic.
I liked the intro. a lot. The opening credits.
Yeah, the opening credits is fine. What it really came to me when Robert, the brother, showed up and the music kind of swelled in this really sweet, like,
Hello. Yeah.
And I'm just like, ugh. But then we have that counterpoint of like, well, he's going to be an asshole.
Yeah.
Because whatever. And yeah, just like, just too much of that. So it feels like what, Nancy Myers, is that her name? No, The Holiday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Um,
I'd much rather see that in a romantic comedy than in a comedy like this. But it's also, that's a very English thing. Like a lot of English films are very heavy with the score.
Yeah, Love Actually.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's another great example.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that movie, they are really fucking heavy-handed with that music.
Yeah.
It is cheesy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I ever want to watch that movie ever again.
That surprises me.
Why?
I thought you really liked Love Actually.
There are storylines I like.
Oh, that's fair.
And there's actors in it that I like.
Liam Neeson pissed at himself.
I don't really like Liam Neeson. I never really have. I love Hugh Grant. I'm sorry to say. I think the guy's fucking hilarious.
That's fine. Actually, I really want to see the new Liam Neeson Naked Gun movie.
Oh, yeah, that's all you boo.
All right. I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah, I gotta start. I gotta go to work. The Connection.
You got time.
I know, but I can just get it done.
Yeah.
The Connection, Connect the Stars came up with Adam Driver to Jackie Chan.
Adam Driver to Jackie Chan.
Yeah, that feels fun.
All right. Yeah.
So yeah.
The triangle to Jackie Chan. Driver. Next week we're doing.
The block is over. No more dead dads. That we know of. That we know of.
That's totally fair.
That we
We've
know.
never seen this movie.
Yeah. It's something that I have brought up a couple times. What is it called?
Turkey Hollow.
Yeah.
Jim Henson Studios presents Turkey Hollow. So it's a puppet movie.
A Muppet turkey movie.
But it's not. No, it's not a Muppet. There's no Muppets. They're puppets. The Muppets are Muppets, which are also technically puppets, but they're Muppets.
Why are you yelling at me? Hey.
Get your Muppet mythology right.
Jim Henson presents this thing. They are technically Muppets. They're not the Muppets. They're Muppets. He doesn't make puppets. He makes Muppets.
When did that come a thing?
Huh? That's my personal opinion. What do you mean?
Oh.
Just now. Thou shalt hold true on earth, shall behold truth in heaven.
But Jim Henson didn't make these.
But it's his company.
Yeah, but he did not make them.
Yeah, but it's Jim Henson company.
There's only a finite amount of Muppets that were made specifically by Jim Henson.
I don't know why I put it like the Infinity Stones. There needs to be more Muppets. Turns everyone into Muppets.
Okay, all right.
Okay, yeah, so join us for that. That's going to be interesting. We have no idea what that is.
I mean, that's going to come out right after Thanksgiving, so that's what we wanted to do for Thanksgiving, was a fun, actual, like, weird turkey.
Yeah. That has been,
thing.
it's been kind of, I'm sure if you've been listening to us for a while, it has been on the radar of mine for a while.
I don't have any recollection of ever talking about this movie at all until us talking about it maybe a couple months ago.
I think the first time it came up was probably when we were doing a Muppet thing with Frank. You know, like it came up because I was like, this sounds wild and they look horrifying. You know what? They reminded me, like, just the emotion I got when I look at them. Warriors of Virtue.
Fair.
Scary things that, why did you make this for children?
The red dancers in Labyrinth.
Yeah. That's better.
Yeah.
That's good. They take off their heads. The fire goblins.
The Dark Crystal.
Sketzies.
Sketzies, yeah. The Dark Crystal bad guys are kind of terrifying too.
Those things are horrifying.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. All of those have our promos on it. On those promos are our link tree. Like, subscribe, share to your friends if they like movie podcasts, or if you've seen a movie that they have mentioned, please give it a listen.
Yeah.
And yeah. Death at a Funeral is on Amazon Prime right now for free if you do want to check it out. We gave it a 3 out of 5, so pretty good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's just good.
It's generally favorable.
Yeah, it's generally favorable. And yeah, and if you want to play the Connect game, again, it is Adam Driver to Jackie Chan. Just go ahead and put that in the comments, and we'll read them off.
Adam Driver in a movie with Chris Tucker.
The dead don't die.
Chris Tucker's the dead.
I don't know.
Actually, yeah, I mean, Chris Tucker's going to be the connection. Anyway. All right.
This is Tommy.
This is Jake.
This is Tommy Jacobs' mixtape. Bye.
That derailed into a lot of shit.
Peter Dinklage.